This Panda Express copycat recipe is simple with few ingredients, and it tastes just like Panda Express black pepper chicken. Now you can make this delicious, spicy, Chinese-inspired chicken dinner at home. First, the Panda Express recipe for black pepper chicken requires chili vinegar. It is an ingredient I probably will only use for this recipe, so instead of purchasing a product, I will make my own. And it's real simple. I have a half a cup of white vinegar, and I'm adding a seeded red chili pepper. Bringing this up to a boil and simmering for about 15 seconds, and then removing from the heat and cooling to room temperature. We are simply giving a little back heat to the vinegar. For the chicken, I have 1 pound of small sliced boneless chicken thighs. You can see there's still a little bit of fat. You can use boneless chicken breasts, but the thighs will give you the most flavor. I'm adding a half a tablespoon of the chili vinegar, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger, and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, giving that a good mix and marinating for 30 minutes. The coarse ground black pepper is the spicy attraction of this black pepper chicken recipe. This copycat recipe calls for 1 to 1.5 tablespoons of coarse black pepper. It is a must that you grind fresh black pepper. If you use black pepper that is already pre-ground, the taste will not be the same and the pepper will be overpowering. I take 1.5 tablespoons of whole black peppercorns and grind until I get a coarse texture. You could also put the peppercorns in a Ziploc bag and lightly pound with a rolling pin or small pan. You want varying sizes from small to larger pieces of the peppercorn. The chicken is done marinating. I'm using my wok tonight, but you can use any pan. There are a couple keys to cooking the chicken and having it not stick. You want the pan or wok very hot before adding the oil. Turn your heat up to high. Don't be afraid to add enough oil. You want enough to coat the bottom of the pan, and if using a wok, pour the oil around the upper rim to coat the sides. And finally, add the chicken and spread out as best you can. Let the chicken cook for about 20 seconds before stirring. This will help produce a nice crust and prevent sticking. Spread the chicken out again, let it cook for a bit, and then stir. If you don't have your heat on high, or if you have too much chicken in the pan, you will end up with a soupy mess. If you have a good bit of chicken to cook, you may want to cook in batches. Cooking and stirring the chicken for about 5 to 7 minutes or until the chicken is done and then removing from the pan. In the same pan on high heat, I'm adding in a little more oil, 1 small diced onion, and 2 to 3 stalks of celery that is sliced thin and on a bias. I'm only going to cook these for 1 minute and no longer. You want to leave a good bit of crunch. With the heat and spicy of the black pepper, the celery is a great combination, adding the sweet, crunch, and pop of brightness to this dish. Adding the chicken and all the juices back into the pan, stirring to combine. This is a half a tablespoon of the chili vinegar and 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, giving that a quick toss to coat. Now for the highlight. I'm adding in 1.25 tablespoons of the fresh ground black pepper. You can add the amount to your taste. Cooking and stirring for another 30 seconds, and it's ready to eat. I love the smell of this zesty black pepper. This Copycat Panda Express black pepper chicken recipe is simple, easy, and delicious. Tastes just like Panda Express takeout. I also have recipe videos for Copycat Panda Express orange chicken and Panda Express chicken and mushrooms. If you have a chance, please check them out. The chicken is so tender, and the onions and celery add a nice combination and texture. The fresh ground black pepper is so zesty and tasty. It is addicting. I hope you give this Copycat Panda Express black pepper chicken recipe a try and enjoy. This Panda Express chicken mushroom stir fry is so quick, easy, and it tastes just like the takeout. First, we will start by marinating the meat. I have a little over a pound of cubed boneless chicken thighs. You can use chicken breasts, but the thighs have way much more flavor. I'm adding in 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce, a tablespoon of Chinese cooking wine, or you can use rice wine vinegar, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, and a couple tablespoons of cornstarch. Mixing that well and marinating for 20 to 30 minutes. For the sauce, I have a half a cup of chicken broth, and I use better than chicken bouillon as the recipe calls for using a chicken bouillon cube. I just added it to the water. Adding in a 1/4 cup of light soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, a tablespoon of Chinese cooking wine, or again you can use rice wine vinegar, and a tablespoon of sugar to balance it out. That's it, giving that a good mix and setting to the side. For the vegetables, I'm using some quartered button mushrooms and semi-moon sliced zucchini. You can stir fry these, but tonight I'm going to blanch the vegetables. I have my water at a boil, and I'm adding in the vegetables, bringing it back up to a boil, and cooking for about 30 seconds or until the veggies are tender. Then I'm removing and placing the vegetables in a cold water bath to stop the cooking process until I'm ready for the stir fry. Just a reminder that I will leave the recipe and the list of ingredients for this Copycat Panda Express Chinese Mushroom Chicken Stir Fry below this video. Also remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video recipe, and click the bell to make sure you receive notification of all my future video recipes. I have everything prepped and ready, and we are ready to make this Panda Express mushroom chicken. In a skillet or wok on high heat, I'm adding in some oil and the chicken. I'm just spreading out the chicken and letting it cook for 20 to 30 seconds before stirring. This will help form a crust and prevent sticking. Cooking and stirring the chicken for 5 to 7 minutes or until done, and then removing and setting to the side. In the same pan on medium heat, add in a little more oil if you need, and the minced garlic and ginger. Cooking and stirring for 20 to 30 seconds, and then pouring in my sauce. I'm turning my heat up to bring this up to a simmer. Letting that simmer for 1 to 2 minutes, and then I'm adding in my blanched vegetables, the chicken, and all the juices. Giving that a good toss to combine, bringing that back up to a simmer, and then adding in a little cornstarch water slurry. I'm just adding in a little at a time, and it doesn't take much to thicken the sauce. Giving that another good toss to combine, and we are ready to eat. If you enjoyed Panda Express's mushroom chicken, you will have to give this Copycat recipe a try. You will be amazed how easy and good this Chinese stir fry is. Simple ingredients, and you can have this ready in 30 to 40 minutes. The chicken is tender and flavorful. The mushrooms and zucchini absorbed all that wonderful stir fry sauce. Garnishing with some sesame seeds and serving with steamed jasmine rice. I hope you give this Copycat Panda Express mushroom chicken stir fry a try and enjoy. I've tried a couple different recipes, and this homemade Panda Express orange chicken recipe I think is the best. The crispy fried chicken is tossed with a thick sweet orange, lightly spicy sauce. A definite irresistible comfort food that you can make at home, and it's easy. So let's get started. I'm making the coating ingredients for the chicken. In my bowl I'm adding a half a cup of flour, a half a cup of cornstarch, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and about 1/8 of a teaspoon of white pepper. If you don't have white pepper, you can use black pepper, giving that a good mix to incorporate. In another bowl I have 2 eggs, and I'm seasoning with salt and white pepper, giving that a good whisk. You will be able to find this recipe in the list of ingredients in the Show More section below. If you click on the word Show More, it will open and reveal this recipe, links where you can purchase some of the items that I use, and much, much more. If you have a chance, please check it out. I have about 2 pounds of bite-sized boneless chicken thighs that I'm dredging first in the eggs and then coating with the flour cornstarch mixture. Make sure that you coat the chicken thoroughly. I'm frying the chicken in batches, making sure not to overcrowd the pan. These will take about 3 to 4 minutes for each batch. Once done, I'm removing and draining on a paper towel, or you can use a wire rack. If you want the pieces extra crispy, you can let the chicken rest for about 10 minutes and then refry for another minute or until the coating is nice and crispy. Now let's make that gorgeous, delicious sauce. In my pan on medium heat, I'm adding in a little oil, a tablespoon of minced garlic, about a teaspoon of minced ginger, and this is a half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Cooking and stirring for about a minute. This amount of red pepper flakes is a nice complement to the sweet orange. If you want it less spicy, you can use a 1/4 teaspoon, but I wouldn't add any more than a half a teaspoon for this recipe. This is a half a cup of fresh orange juice, and I'm giving that a stir. I'm turning up my heat to a medium-high because I want to bring this up to a simmer. Next is a couple tablespoons of light soy sauce, a 1/4 cup of rice vinegar, and a 1/4 cup of water, giving that a good stir. This is the zest of an orange, which is about 2 teaspoons. This really adds the bright orange flavor to this dish. This is 1/3 cup of honey, and you can use sugar if you like. Finally, I'm adding in a half a teaspoon or a drizzle of sesame oil, bringing that up to a simmer and cooking for about a minute. To help thicken the sauce, I'm adding in a slurry of cornstarch and water. I'm just adding in a couple spoonfuls at a time to reach the consistency that I like. When the sauce thickens and does not come together quickly when you stir, it is ready. If you add too much slurry, you can thin it out with water. Have I mentioned that this smells incredible? Now I'm adding in the chicken and tossing to make sure every nook and cranny of the chicken is coated with that delicious sauce. And it's ready to eat. This Copycat Panda Express orange chicken is so good. Tastes just like the takeout. The chicken is tender and has a lightly crispy coating. The sauce is just out of this world. If you've ever had Panda Express orange chicken, then you know what I mean. The orange chicken reheats well, and it's really good the next day. I even like it cold. Serving tonight with some steamed jasmine rice and topping with some chopped green onions. You can even garnish with some sesame seeds if you like. I have a Copycat video recipe for Panda Express mushroom chicken that is also easy and good. If you have a chance, please check it out. I will leave a link here and in the Show More box below this video. If there is another Panda Express recipe that you would like to see me recreate, please leave a comment below. I hope you give this Copycat Panda Express orange chicken recipe a try, and I know you will enjoy. If you like this video recipe, please hit the like and subscribe button. Remember to hit the bell next to the subscribe to make sure that you get my future video recipes. You can also find me on Facebook and at my website. Feel free to share this recipe and my channel with your friends and family. And until next time, much love!